good morning, good evening. It's an afternoon for me, but if you're watching the replay, it could be any time for you. So I hope you're having a good morning, a good afternoon, or a good evening. Okay, so this morning I did the first version of the pink pineapple passion fruit, which should have been protein bars but ended up being tiny cakes, which was not the intention. So we went back to the drawing board and we updated the recipe. And so now we're going to give this another shot. So let's pull out some things that we're gonna need. We're gonna need our immersion blender. We're gonna need bowls and whisk. Everything else is still clean, but we'll pull that out later. All right. So okay, great. Now we're going to need a few things. Okay, let's see. Pineapple puree and the passion fruit pulp. Pineapple, passion fruit, date. Okay, let's get our pans ready. One pan. No. Two pans. Okay, great. We have our two pans ready. Now, where's your baba? Get your baba. Where's your baba? Go get your baba. Go get your baba. Let me see. Get your baba. Where's your baba? Go get your baba. Go get it. Where's your baba? You gotta go get it. Okay. Did you find it? I can't go looking for you. You gotta find it yourself. Get your baba. You gotta find your baba. Where's your baba? Get your baba. You gotta get your baba. Where's your baba? Where'd you put it? Where'd you put it? Where'd you put your baba? Where'd you put it? Where'd you put it? You gotta find it. I don't know where you put it. You have to find it. Did you find it? You gotta go look for it. Where's your baba? Go get it. Where'd you put your baba? Go get it. I don't have it. You have to go find your baba. Where'd you put it? Go find it. You gotta go find it. Where'd you put it? You can't find it? Okay, my dog needs her little treat holder. 1 second, I'll be right back. Where'd you put it? Where'd you put it? Where'd you put it? Where is it? Oh, here it is. Here it is. Here we go, we found it. Okay, here. Go chill out. Go relax. Okay. Meow. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, now we need to weigh out our ingredients. We need pineapple puree, pink pineapple puree, pink pineapple. Okay, we need 100 to 190 grams. Do we have that? Do we need to make more? I think we might need to make more. 180 to 190. Okay, we're gonna have to make more. Okay, I have 90 right now, which is half of that. So I don't want to have to make more right now. So we're just gonna cut all this into half. And we're gonna make, instead of 2 trays, we're gonna make 1. But that's okay. It's a limited edition flavor, and that's fine. Okay, so now we're going to take 15 grams of our passion fruit. No, 12. 12. Ooh. 13. We'll call it even at 13. Okay. Okay. 13 grams of our passion fruit. Now we have fresh date paste that I made a couple days ago. And we're going to take 25 grams because we're cutting everything in half. I have to cut everything in half. 25. Cut in half, cut in half. Boom, 25. Great. Cut in half, cut in half. Everything gets cut in half. Cut in half. Okay. $55 to 60 grams of honey, so let's call it 30 grams of honey. $30 grams. Okay, great. 30. Okay. We have our honey. Now we need 60 grams of cottage cheese. Y fuiste tú mi baile inolvidable. Okay. Now we need 130, so That's 65. 65 is half. $65. Beautiful. $65. Hello. $60 of our Greek yogurt. $65 and 60 is $125. $125 is our target. Okay. Wait. Okay. Now we need we have our honey, we have our cottage cheese, we have our date paste. So 32, so that would be 15, 16 grams of our avocado oil. Oh. There we go, 16. Okay. Now we need 4 grams of vanilla. Three. 4. Great. Pero como tú ninguna. Okay. Vanilla extract, avocado oil, date paste, honey, cottage cheese, Greek yogurt, passion fruit, pineapple puree. Okay, so we have our wet mix, our wet ingredients set aside. Now we need to mix our dry ingredients. So first we need to take Okay, so we need so now we're gonna take 225 divided by 2 is 112. Great. Now we have our oat flour, and we're doing a little experimentation today, and we're gonna try lightly toasting our oat flour. So in a pan, 2 to 3 minutes, we're gonna toast the oat flour. So I'm heating up my pan, and while it does that, what we can do is keep measuring out the rest of our dry ingredients. So 130 divided by 2 is 65. So 65 grams of almond flour. Okay. Now we need 20 grams of protein. Okay. Okay. So 40, so we need 20. Okay. Okay. Now put that in with our other dry. Let's take a look at our oat flour. Okay, now we need chia seeds, 82, so we're gonna call that 41. 41 grams of chia seeds. Oops. Great, 41. Now, 8 grams of, let's take, okay, we need 2. Okay. Oop, shit. This went hot real quick. Hello. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second and I'll tell you. Give me 1 second. Oy. Okay. Woo. That got hot quick. Okay. Now we gotta be careful because that's hot. So we just toasted our oat flour. Thankfully we caught it before it burnt. So I am right now attempting to make pink pineapple and passion fruit protein bars, mini protein bars. I tried to make them this morning, but it came out a little too cakey, not protein bar enough, and the flavors were a little muted. Like it really wasn't giving pineapple enough and it wasn't giving passion fruit enough. So made some adjustments to the recipe and now we're giving it a second shot. One of the things that we're doing differently was heating up the oat flour, toasting it slightly, which we did. And now we're getting the rest of our dry ingredients together. A little bit of lemon juice. Okay, now we need, okay, freeze-dried, that's what I was doing. I was getting the freeze-dried pineapple. Okay, so got a little scattered there because things were starting to burn and we don't want things to burn. Okay, so now we're gonna take freeze-dried pineapple chunks, and right now I'm cutting this recipe that I have printed out in half because we only had half of the pineapple puree and I didn't want to make more. So first I'd rather just try the recipe out halved, make sure that all the adjustments that I made work, and then hopefully they work, and then we can make a double batch next time. But so 15, so we're gonna cut that in half. Let's call it 8. Okay, great. So now we're gonna take these freeze-dried pineapple chunks and blend it out into a powder. There we go. Let me actually do it over here. It'll be easier for me. Give me 1 second. Oh. Un segundo. Okay, great. So now we have, ooh, ooh, that pineapple hit me in the face. We have freeze-dried pineapple powder. We're gonna put that into our dry mix. Ooh, that was quite the whiff of pineapple. That hit me right in the nose. But that's good because I'm trying to bump up the pineapple. So now, okay, oat flour toasted. Trying to get this to cool down. Almond flour, protein, chia seed, freeze-dried pineapple powder. It asks for citric acid. I don't have any, so we're just gonna add a little bit of lemon juice to our wet ingredients, and then a dash of sea salt. Put that in there. Okay, now we're gonna keep letting that oat flour cool down from having been toasted. And let's go ahead and mix all of our wet ingredients while it does that, because then that buys us some time for it to cool down. So now, okay, let me recenter myself. Okay, so Okay, great. So now let's take our cream cheese and our cottage cheese. Put that in here. Okay. All right. Now let's take pineapple puree, pink pineapple puree, and our passion fruit. Okay, great. Now take our immersion blender. Okay. Okay. So now we're gonna take, making pink pineapple and passion fruit mini protein bars, or at least attempting to. All right, so we're gonna take our cottage cheese, our Greek yogurt, our pineapple, and we're trying to blend down that cottage cheese so that it's not lumpy, so that it's nice and smooth. Okay, great. So now we have our date paste. Put that in there. We have our vanilla. We have our avocado oil. Our honey. Great. Awesome. And then we have a little bit of lemon juice. Add that in there. Okay. Now let's mix all this up with our blender. Okay. Great. So now let's take this, scrape everything off. Okay, now we're going to set this aside. Now we have our oat flour that was toasted. And let's go ahead and So we're gonna mix our dry ingredients. Make sure everything's nice and mixed. Make sure all these hairs are not falling into it. Okay, great. Now, we're gonna take this lovely wet mix and we're gonna add it to our dry mix. Okay, great. Now, we're gonna gently mix this together. Okay, it's coming together nicely. Okay, great. Now, let's also add a tiny bit of I forgot to do this to the wet mix. I should have added this to the wet mix, but I forgot. But because once it mixes together, it loses that beautiful pink from the pink pineapple. Are they no bake bars? No, we're gonna bake these because I'm working on products that I can ship out to people, and so we want them to be shelf stable. So these are all baked goods. So we're gonna pop them into a little bar mold in a second, and then we'll pop them into the oven for a little bit. So we're gonna take our Wilton rose that loves to get everywhere. Oh, please don't let me get it on my nails. Just got my nails done. Okay. Now, we're gonna take a quick second to mix in our beautiful color. And thankfully there's still some mixing to be done, so it's also a little tiny bit thick. So we're gonna add a little bit more passion to loosen this up a tiny bit. Let's see how that does. Still a little thick. There we go. Has a little bit of pink to it. I kind of want a little bit more. But it's a little thick. I needed to put it into the wet. I almost want this a tiny bit looser. So let's do a tiny bit of science. So let's take some passion fruit. Let's take a little bit of water. And then we're gonna add some pink to this. Very carefully. I want it a little bit more pink than that. Just a little bit. Maybe a little bit more. Okay. Oh, whoop. All right, now all right. Loosened it up a little bit. But it could be just a touch looser. So let's add a tiny bit more water. Actually, there we go. There we go. Okay, now let's get this into a piping bag. Okay. Okay, now no. Okay, great. Now, All right. All right. Now, run out, but what we can do is do the little paper towel, just spread it around, just a little bit of oil. Okay, great. Now, meow. Okay, so now let's take this. Okay. There we go. Now we're gonna pipe in our batter. But first, we have to cut a hole in our bag and throw out the plastic so it doesn't end up in our food. Okay, now, just like that, we're gonna get our batter to come out of our piping bag. And I like to pipe it into the mold in a zigzag motion. Like so. Just like that. And so I'm basically pushing. I need to swap out my ring. I'm basically pushing with my right hand at the base, keeping the angle we want at an angle with like the long end at the bottom, because that helps us get our little groove pattern that you'll see when we get to the top. So we're gonna keep going. Okay, great. So we're gonna keep laying down our bottom layer. I should mark this. This is the top. Okay. Okay. Okay, great. Now, I'm gonna take a minute to flatten out. Okay. angle. Okay. 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 Okay, great. Just like that. See? Okay. Boom. Whew. Almost halfway there. Then we keep going. Boom. Boom. All right. Whew. This is the tedious part, but we eat with our eyes first, and I really am obsessed with this little wavy pattern versus just like laying it out there like with no care in the world. I think taking that extra minute, I mean, look at that. Look at how cute they already look. Okay, so now we're gonna keep going. Okay. And we have one more to go for the bottom half, because then what's going to happen is we're going to take okay, great. Now, because the version I made this morning, to me, it felt, hello, to me, it felt like the flavors were a little muted. So we're bumping up the flavors in this version. So another thing that I want to do is take so I have these like little pineapple dried crisps. And so, but see how cute does that look? See how cute that is? Okay, so now this is me experimenting. This is the first time I'm doing this. But I thought maybe, just maybe, we take some of this pineapple and just kind of make like a little pineapple layer in the middle. Kind of like that. like that. So now we have added that pineapple crisp layer. So now we're gonna take a second to just kind of settle this in. Cute. Okay. So now cute. Okay. Okay. Just like that. Like so. Now let's take a second. Make sure we're getting all of our batter. Okay. Okay. Hopefully we have enough for all of them. But again, that's why it's an experiment. So, let's see. Okay. Okay. What do we think? Do we think we have enough? Do you think I have enough? Ah, we're getting close. We are getting close, babies. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I think what we're gonna do is just do an experiment. I don't think I even have enough for an experiment. I think we literally have just enough for one. Yep. Okay, so what we're gonna do is this is still an experiment. So we're still figuring out ratios. So I'll make a note that with this ribbon method, I also use a lot of batter with the ribbon method. Like it would probably, if I had done this, like the even method like that, all that little extra that's coming out would have fit these two. But I really love the visual of the ribbon. Like I just really think, like visually, I just think that this stands out more than that. You know what I mean? Like, right? Wouldn't you want to grab that? Like if you saw, just looking at a table, if these were like not in the mold and they were just in a table, you have that one with the pineapple, you have that one with the smooth top, and you have that one with the ribbon top. Isn't that just more appealing just visually already because of the ribbon top? It is to me. And I think it's interesting, right? Like, have you ever seen a protein bar that looks like that? So I really want to keep that visual cue, but we need to note how much this recipe yielded, because it needs to be bumped up a tiny bit more for a full tray. So let's take a picture. Okay. Okay. So now we're gonna take these and we're gonna pop them into the oven for 12 minutes. 12 minutes. Clean up a little bit. Anywho, hello, hi. Thanks for bearing with me. I know I was kind of like looking down and not really paying attention to the chat, but I was trying to focus and make sure I didn't make any mistakes. But this is round 2 of the pink pineapple passion fruit protein bars, or the attempt at them. We'll see how they come out. I still have to work on scaling the recipe, but this came out much better than this morning's attempt. So that's already a win, that we've already improved our process. So now I'm just gonna take a little bit of time to clean up while they bake. If anybody's hanging out in the chat, feel free to say hi if you have any questions. Now's the time to ask them. And if everybody just wants to have some quiet time back to themselves, I'll happily call this our time together for today. Hi, by the way, if this is the first time that you're hanging out with me, hi, I'm MeMeCherry. I like to go live and bake. I also have a podcast, so sometimes there's little podcast episodes that come out on this channel. I also like to rhinestone things. I rhinestoned my Halloween costume on YouTube. That was fun. And I'm hoping to someday meld the podcast and the baking together. And I'm hoping to manifest the kitchen big enough one of these days where I can have other people in the kitchen with me, not just my little dog demanding dinner. And so then that way people can bake with me and we can chat, and then maybe that can be the future of the podcast. But for now, oh, and I'm also in the process of starting a micro bakery. So if you want to follow along for that journey, I invite you to join me. I'm in the process of starting a micro bakery called Little Batch Company. This is one of the first products that I developed. We got to the point that now these are being shipped out to my VIP taste testers. These are chocolate chia brownie bites. And with what I just popped in the oven, I'm testing out limited edition flavors. So this would be like a limited edition flavor, the pink pineapple passion fruit. And so VIP taste testers will be getting this in the mail this week. So if you want to be a part of the journey, you can just hit subscribe. I'll be sharing all of this on my YouTube channel. But if you want to be a part of the VIP taste testers, if you want cute little packages in the mail, feel free to sign up to my Patreon, patreon.com/MeMeCherry Productions, MeMeCherry Productions. At any paid level, if you want to be a part of the VIP taste testers, I'm not charging people right now for my baked goods. I'm literally just mailing them out in exchange for feedback. So if you want free-ish, you also get stickers in the mail for being a part of the Patreon. So you do get other things for signing up for the Patreon. But right now, people are also joining the VIP Taste Tester crew and getting some lovely, delicious, yummy protein pre and post gym snacks in the mail, because I'm hoping that by February of next year I can have all my permits. I already have a website. I'm building out the website, but figuring out what the ordering system would be. So yeah, so if you want to be a part of that journey, feel free to hit subscribe. And last but not least, I'm currently in first for my group. I'm in the running for a contest sponsored by Fab Over 40. It benefits an organization that the National Breast Cancer Association. So if you visit the website, you can vote for me for free just by visiting the website. And if you make a donation through the website to the National Breast Cancer Association, it also gives me votes. And I have pledged that if I win that Fab Over 40 contest, I will give some of my winnings to the Oaklish Foundation, which is a nonprofit organization that my best friend founded. So I'll give them a portion of the winnings. But I also am going to take the rest of it, and invest it into my production of this YouTube channel and some other projects that I have in mind. I've been writing some short movie scripts. So next year, I'm hoping to also get into that vibe. So there's a lot of creativity happening over here. If any of that speaks to you, feel free to hit subscribe. It's a lovely journey happening over here. So I invite you to join. But for now, I'm going to unload my dishwasher and put all these dishes that I just dirtied up into wash. I'll be back live probably tomorrow. Actually, let me keep unloading and loading the dishwasher, and maybe we can pull these out of the oven and then you guys can see what they look like. So hang out for a few more minutes if you want to. Feel free to lurk. Feel free to say hi in the chat. We're just gonna give the little bars need 6 more minutes in the oven, which gives me just enough time to finish unloading the dishwasher and then putting the dirty dishes to wash. And then by then, hopefully, it's time to pull the bars out of the oven. Out of the oven. Okay. But yeah. We're doing lots over here. Lots of beautiful things. Ooh, I have a photo shoot next week. So if you follow me on Instagram, you get to see my photo shoots. On Patreon, you also get to see behind the scenes from the photo shoots. So now is a great time to sign up for the Patreon for that. I'm doing the mood board. The mood board for this photo shoot is Sabrina Carpenter. And so her Man's Best Friend album cover, I'm going to do my own spin on it, but we're going to recreate that. She has a really super cute Rolling Stone cover. We're going to recreate that. I'm having a wig made for it. And then she recently wore a Bob Mackie gown that was worn by Cher back in the day. and there's a performance from the Sonny and Cher show where Cher and Tina Turner both perform in Bob Mackie outfits. So I'm getting a replica made of that, which is gonna be so fun. That will be in the photo shoot this weekend. So yeah, again, lots of fun creative things happening over here. So feel free to hit subscribe if you haven't. It's a fun time. This is like the cutesy side of the internet. We like to be cute and sweet over here. Cute and sweet. What do you think about cute and sweet? Do you like cute and sweet sides of the internet? I mean, don't get me wrong. I am a chronically online girly. So I do engage with all sides of the internet. So I do like, I catch up on the gossip on the internets from all the gossips and things. But at the end of the day, I try to be positive because somebody has to. Like, I think it's really easy to be snarky on the internet. It's really easy to talk shit about people. It is. It's easy to be mean. And I think that taking on the challenge to be positive and to be kind in a world that wants us to be mean to each other, I think it's radical. And I think that right now we need radical kindness more than ever. And so that's what I like to focus my content on, is positivity, learning. There's a lot of learning on this channel. I learn a lot from you guys. I'm so grateful for the chat members that come in and give me advice. Shout out to Plasma Zombie, who made me realize that my scale was off, and so I got a new scale. So shout out to the chat. Looking out. I started to say last week that the chat is the MVP, the real MVP. And I continue to say that because y'all come through. Y'all come through more than I ever thought that you would. So I'm grateful. I think that's why I'm having so much fun doing these live streams, because I've been doing the podcast for years and I spend hours and hours prepping for a guest and producing and editing and uploading and posting. And I mean, I got a little bit of attention, but like, I don't know, it wasn't fulfilling me as much as this is, and I'm having so much fun doing this. So I'm grateful for all of you that like to watch me and spend some time with me. Ma'am, excuse you, you had dinner, you had snacks. That is more than enough for you, young lady. You don't have to have snacks all the time. We don't have to have snacks all the time. Okay, 1 minute left. 1 minute left. Might as well finish these. Excuse you, ma'am. We already went for a walk. You already had dinner. We'll go for another walk later, but not now. In a little bit. Okay. Let's see what comes out of the oven. 58 seconds. Less than a minute left. Pineapple. Yum. Oh, I got my nails done yesterday. I was feeling very raggedy. I would hold things up to the camera and my nails were so raggedy. So I got my nails done for you all so that you can look at nice, pretty hands when I hold things up and not raggedy nails. They were raggedy. But see, nice, cute nails now. Look at that. So cute. Okay. Let's turn our timer off. Let's turn our oven off. Let's see our babies. Let's see our babies. Okay. And so, out of the oven come out our pink pineapple and passion fruit mini protein bars. Now, I'm going to let these cool down on the rack. Ouch. See? Dang it. Oh, I burned myself. Now I'm ruining things. Okay, I need to calm down. Okay. I need leverage. That's the only thing I don't like about these silicone molds. They're hard to pull out, and I don't like to leave them in the hot pan. Oy. I need a better system for that. Ow, I burned myself. Okay. So, dang it. We ruined one. Okay, so this is what they look like. Again, I really think, even though it's time consuming and it's tedious, I really do think that taking that extra time to ribbon out, see, like that, for example, right? Like here where I messed up and I had to like make it a little more flat. And like this one that didn't pipe out fully and it's flat. Like that's okay. But how visually appealing is this ribbon, right? Like I'm just convinced that it's worth the effort just to make them stand out a little bit more. Ooh, it's hot now. Okay, so this is what they look like post oven. We also have our 2 little babies here that didn't have enough to put on top. So they have a little bit of toasted, excuse you ma'am, the pineapple got a little crunchy, but then also soft because it hydrated. So I'm gonna let these cool down in the mold. And then, excuse you, ma'am. I'm gonna let these cool down in the mold. And then we'll pop them out and see what they look like from the side. But hopefully it translates that like we have a ribbon bottom. We have that nice little pineapple middle and then another ribbon top. But we'll see. I have to let them cool down completely before we pop them out to look, which is the hardest part, being patient. But now we've reached the end of our broadcast today. I hope you guys had some fun watching me and hanging along. Excuse you, I'm saying goodbye. Thank you. Can you wait? We're gonna go for a walk as soon as I finish. Okay? Give me a second. Thank you. Sorry, my dog. Anyways, as I was saying, hi, I'm MeMeCherry. Please feel free to hit Hi, I'm MeMeCherry. Please hit subscribe if you haven't. I'll be back tomorrow to do some more baking. So if that's something that interests you, feel free to hit subscribe. My demanding diva of a dog is demanding my attention. So I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna go spend some time with my dog. But I love you all. I hope you have a great day. I hope you have a great night wherever you are in the world. I hope you have a great morning. And I hope to see you soon. And if I don't see you, I hope you have a great life. Bye. Okay, let's go for a walk. Let's go.